G'day, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Isaac Butterfield, and welcome to the greatest compilation on earth of the incredible world that is FatTok. I'm talking about the loudest, the proudest, the biggest obese lovers in the world. That's right, the people who make their entire personality about how many calories they can stuff into their giant gobs. Ladies and gentlemen, take a seat, grab something to eat if you can stomach it, and join me on this beautiful journey into the world of FatTok.
Just because I'm fat, that doesn't invalidate the things that I say.
She died.
This went super viral.
You ready to get supersized?
She died too.
Today I got the big Fruit Loop.
He's dead.
Yep.
Join me on my Fat Positive radio show.
Which didn't last long because she died.
That is Blair White, ladies and gents, and she made that video not too long ago. It went super viral. I made a video about it, and this is showcasing these enormous human beings who have unfortunately, and remember, they are human beings, obviously, unfortunately they've passed away. But what we need to remember here is their entire lives were dedicated to one thing, and that is being super obese. Like, that is a very strange thing to have as your only personality trait. The only thing that you're selling to the world is the fact that you are overweight. And what we're seeing here, people who overeat, who don't change anything, who want people to accept them for the way that they are. We are seeing people doing exactly the same as somebody who gets on the internet and drinks heaps of alcohol every single day, is a massive alcoholic and is dying, killing their liver, all that shit. It is exactly the same. These people are on the warpath to death, hounded by chicken nuggets, ladies and gentlemen. That is what we are seeing here.
Is your life better? Are you happier? Is everything better now that you're slightly smaller than you were before?
Absolutely. And I'm not a little bit smaller, I'm a lot smaller. I can still have kids, and that may not have happened if I had stayed the size I was. Like, my question to you is, can you honestly say that you are 100% happy and healthy?
I think it's...
I don't know if you caught that, but Gorlock version 2 or volume 2 is hilarious. Well done to whoever made this video.
It's really interesting that I feel like I need to justify my existence in this.
Shut the fuck up. How about that? How about you shut the fuck up? You need to justify your existence. Anyone who says to you, oh, do I need to justify my existence to you? You need to respond to them with a very simple word. Yes. Fucking justify it, motherfucker.
I just think that how the way the discussion is running is very indicative of the general prevailing attitude towards fatness and the refusal to even accept that potentially there can be other ways of living as in a healthy body.
You're not healthy. You're not fucking healthy, mate.
What are you eating? Like, I just want to know, and I'll tell you what I eat, and we can work out.
So that's what it comes down to. Like, what you're saying is incredibly.
Of course, it comes down to what you're eating. You stupid fucking weird fringe lady. You've got the exact same fringe as me. That's weird. And it's different to have on a big old gal.
Hey guys, I wanted to show you
My fashion sense has divided the internet.
The top is from Amazon, so are the cups and the fishnets. This clutch is from Shein. This skirt is from Shein, Amazon, and pneumonias.
I think if the last few years have taught us anything, that the government can have a lot of control over what we do, what we wear, maybe that's a good thing. Okay, because this, whatever this isn't okay. Now, whenever I post one of these videos, people always say, hey, you shouldn't have an opinion on that. Particularly ladies say this a lot. Why do you care what she wears? I don't care about what she does. What I care about is that people are lying to her and to themselves. And if I sit there and don't say anything, then who the fuck am I? I'm not doing anything to help the situation. Where I can help the situation is to say this. This lady is morbidly obese, and her dress sense is also morbid. It's terrible. It's awful. Fucking stop it.
Pneumonias. I'm about to catch pneumonia. I'm standing out here so fucking cold. But yeah, I just wanted to share my little birthday outfit with y'all. Have a good night.
Yeah, this is a perfect example. Girl, so hot, we need to see the full fit. Bring it. No. Leave it.
You wanna know what's super funny? Is if I was skinny, y'all be like, oh, that's a slay.
Yeah. Okay, let me explain what a slay is. Greatly impress, apparently. What does slay mean? Someone who's done exceptionally well. They've killed it. They slay. Okay. I'm 30. Fucking leave me alone. They would say you slay it because you look really good. There is a very clear idea of what looks good to human beings. And whatever this is, all right, whatever you are, is not it. Because you are showcasing gluttony. No one respects that. No one looks at that and goes, wow, You've been eating whatever you want for 20 years? That's so great. You look awesome. No, you look terrible. You look awful. You look like a big shit after a big night on the beers. That was mean.
But because I'm big, y'all think that my shorts don't button. I wanted to open because it looks cute. So.
It looks cute? All right. It looks as cute as a pit bull that's got a baby in its mouth. That's how cute it looks.
Body dysmorphia and beauty standards really do put a strain on a lot of us women.
Okay. There's body dysmorphia. There's beauty standards. All right. And you know, body dysmorphia, some people go, oh, I look so fat. And they're not fat. You know, they look fine, look great. And beauty standards, like, hey, you have to be blonde, you got to be sick. Sure, they may exist for some people. But love, whatever your name is, tall glass of Jess, apparently, you are not experiencing body dysmorphia or beauty standards. What you're experiencing is cake.
Negative self-talk is not good for you.
Holy fucking shit. You look like a bloated Marilyn Monroe after she's been in the ground for a month.
It's not good to do to yourself. It's not good to display to others. And wouldn't body dysmorphia just not exist if we didn't have these stupid beauty standards?
There's no beauty standards here that are affecting you. None. You are morbidly obese. We go back to that video from Blair White. This is where this lady's headed.
Jess shares her style on social media and has spoken out about the effects of commenting negatively on others' appearances.
We comment on everything. We're human beings, we're visual creatures. And when you see something like this, if you don't say what you actually feel, you know, you're lying to yourself and you're lying to the people. And don't get me wrong, obviously, if I saw young Jess walking down the street, I wouldn't say anything to her. I wouldn't go, hey, you shouldn't be wearing that or whatever. Like, wear whatever you want. But people are going to talk shit about you if you look ridiculous. There's a nice way to dress if you're morbidly obese. Like, you know, they make bed sheets for a reason. But whatever you're doing, Jess, when you're exposing your big gullet, it's just not it, love. And I used to be a big dude, you know, and I wouldn't have dressed like that. I mean, have you side note, I'm talking about girls in the gym even here, the outfits that they wear, and girls when they go out to nightclubs. Have you noticed that they're dressing like dudes dress when dudes dress as women? In Australia, when you play football here, you have an event at the end of the year called Mad Monday, where everyone gets real drunk. They turn up at 6 o'clock in the morning, everyone drinks all day. But a lot of dudes dress as chicks. Dudes at Mad Monday are dressing like Jess. Jess, you look like a dude at a Mad Monday event. That's what you look like.
I'm going to recreate this amazing Dove Cameron look
Wow.
in my size.
So she's going to recreate the photo. This is going to be great.
I actually went out and just bought the exact same outfit from Savage X Fenty. Luckily, Savage is plus size friendly,
Beautiful.
so that was super easy. I did forget to film the pants. I then grabbed a pair of high heels because she was wearing high heels. And this is what it looked like when I was taking pictures. This is the final shot.
If you think that looks good, you are doing nothing but lying. All right? And you look down on other people who would say that it doesn't look good. But you know it doesn't. Fuck you, mate. Hey, listen. Playing the audio of a semi-trailer, a giant truck getting up a hill with this beautiful woman driving along in what she needs for her disability is not funny. And if you laughed, you're a fucking asshole. You should be ashamed of yourself and fuck you to the moon.
What's your biggest turnoff in guys?
Probably when they don't work out. Go to
Oh,
the
really?
gym and stuff, yeah.
Okay, so they said, what's your biggest turn-off? And the lady in the green crop top, for some reason, she said, if they don't work out, that's a big turn-off. I've noticed you're very circular, which I find interesting. But what do the other ladies say? Let's go back.
Go to
Oh,
the
really?
gym and stuff, yeah.
White men.
Your turn-off's white man, you fucking racist.
So what do you guys prefer in a guy?
Really rich,
Really black.
at least
Okay, that's a little bit racist. I guess she can say it because she's white, but I just find it's a really weird thing that you can just say that. No one bats an eye at it. But if you said it about any other colour, you'd be fucking pulled across the coals. Also, black dudes watching this, what's your obsession with fat white chicks? It's got to stop.
So what do you guys prefer in a guy?
really rich,
Really black.
at least 6'5".
6'5"?
Yeah.
She's 6 foot. He's got to be taller, you know?
You know? Yeah, just lots of money, really. Yeah.
Okay.
What are you bringing to the table? I could ask what are you taking off the table, but the answer would be mostly everything.
A yacht and stuff.
Yeah. That kind of thing.
There's no jokes there about sinking yachts, so let's move on.
Take me on trips. Pay my rent.
Mate, she must be kidding, right? She's got a big smile on her face, so she must be fucking around.
Who has a harder life?
Absolutely women.
Why?
We bleed for a week a month. We are
We're sexualized everywhere we
Are you? Okay, very good.
go.
You get like catcalled.
Yeah.
Are you?
The parking lot tenant tried to steal me before.
What is he, fucking Ronnie Coleman? Are you trying to get my boyfriend's attention when he's playing video games? Love, your boyfriend's gonna jump out of a fucking window if you do that. Please cut it out. Okay, let's move swiftly onwards. Last one. All right, this isn't a video, but this is from someone who I have seen on Instagram and TikTok. Staying fat in 2024. What a strange hill to die on.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we check to see if there's a customer size policy before booking.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we're expected to pay more just to travel comfortably.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we think about if we need a second seat before we book a flight.
This is a lot of walking. These guys have, particularly old love in this video. She has been extremely outspoken as of late, talking about the travel industry and the travesty that faces plus size people when it comes to flying or traveling absolutely anywhere. This poor woman has to deal with the fact that seats do not accommodate her girth. And I tell you what, that is very, very sad. But she's getting some wins. She's got petitions started. She's got all of these people backing her up on her page. And they've actually had, I think it was Southwest Airlines now has a customer of size inclusion policy. Basically, if you turn up and you're giant, you get a second seat for free, absolutely free. And if there's someone next to you and you need that seat, they get kicked off the plane. So that's just delightful. And you can thank her for that. So beautiful stuff. Well done.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we ask for the seatbelt extender as soon as we board the flight.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we get dirty looks anytime we're traveling.
Yeah, because they're like, please don't sit next to me. Okay, my wife and I, we get dirty looks when we sit next to anyone on a plane because we're both super sexual creeps. No, because we have a child and that people don't want to have the baby crying next to them. But fuck them. Our baby's more important than you, so suck a fat dick.
We're plus size travelers. Of course society doesn't believe we deserve to travel.
No one doesn't believe you deserve to travel. We just think you should probably walk there.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we can't use the tray table on a plane.
If you can't use the tray table, then you've got an issue, okay? And you should address that issue and stop complaining about it on TikTok.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we have to look through tons of pictures just to see if a place is plus size friendly.
A place is plus size friendly. And that's another thing that she started a whole petition about, was talking about the inclusivity that needs to happen at hotels. She even said that they need wider hallways. Mate, if you need a wider hallway, you need to look at your fucking gullet and think, hey, maybe I should stop shoving barbecue fucking chickens down there.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we have to walk sideways down the plane aisle to make sure we don't hit you with our ass.
I have to do that too, all right? Because I love rubbing my dick on the people on the left-hand side and my ass on the right.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we can't use the airplane lavatory comfortably.
I can't either. I'm 6'8". All right? It's very difficult to piss in there. But it is what it is. They have to fit the average person. Get over it. That's life, mate.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we have to worry about weight-based discrimination.
Not everything is discrimination, okay? Just because something doesn't fit you doesn't mean it's discrimination. Sometimes things just don't fit you, all right? If a pair of pants don't fit you, you're not discriminated against. They just don't fit you, dickhead.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we bring compression socks on all of our trips.
We're plus size travelers. Of course we can't find our sizes in souvenir shops.
Letting go of the thoughts that I would be more attractive if I lost weight, respected if I lost weight, sexier if I lost weight, successful if I lost weight, loved if I lost weight, happier if I lost weight. Let me tell you this, she's right and she's wrong. She's wrong because she's sitting there in a bra with her gullet flipping and flying. But also she's right because you're not going to achieve all these things just because you lose weight. You're not going to find happiness from outside points of view. But you are going to find much more happiness in your life if you work hard on things. And by hard on things, I'm talking here about yourself. A better version of yourself will find it easier to navigate through the world. Now, these people and the 3,000 people that pressed like on this video are all very similar. They like the path of least resistance. They want to give up. They don't want to have to try hard because dieting sucks. I'm in week 3 of my diet thus far. I'm down about 3 or 4 kilos, all right? I'm on a keto diet. And it sucks because I'm hungry. I want to eat all this shit. There's all these fucking delicious foods everywhere. I enjoy the keto diet, but I'd much rather be eating shit food. It is what it is. If you want to diet, if you want to be fit, then there's a price to pay. It doesn't just happen.
We're fat. Of course we're monitoring everyone else's food intake because God forbid I eat more than the thins.
Ooh,
We're
thins.
fat. Of course all of our pants are gonna die in the exact same way.
Blowouts. I was right.
We're fat. Of course on dating apps we're gonna use full body pictures and say in the profile, I am fat.
I don't think fat chicks do that. They don't do that. Fat chicks out there, you don't do that, do you? It's a photo of your face and your giant tits. That's it. You turn up at the date and the poor dude's sitting there looking like he's seen a fucking ghost as you walk over. He's scared because you're giant, and he's also scared for his bank balance because you're about to eat every entree in the menu.
We're fat. Of course a thin person is gonna say, I feel fat to our faces when we are actively 5 times their body weight.
Okay.
We're fat. Of course the only surgery our bodies qualify for is weight loss surgery.
Yeah, because you probably won't recover from other surgeries because you are giant. You are giant. Giant.
We're fat. Of course people think using the word fat is going to hurt our feelings.
And on that, okay, the reason you probably need the surgery is because you are overweight and things are happening inside your body. Things are starting to fall apart. But anyway, that's beyond the point.
But they will call us curvy, thick,
You're not curvy.
voluptuous, chubby, fluffy,
Nope.
soft, big boned.
No.
We're fat. Of course we mourn for the body that could have been before toxic diet culture was thrust upon us at such a young age.
No, your toxic diet was thrust upon you by your parents, or you decided to do it yourself. And now you're extremely overweight. And is there nothing you can do about it? Isn't there? You couldn't just stop eating as much food? What a crazy concept.
Which has led to a lifetime of disordered eating. But we really can't have eating disorders because if we have eating disorders, why are we still fat?
Your disorder is that you eat too much.
Nikki, stop.
I'm tired.
You're not fat. You're beautiful.
I'm a fat girl. I'm not going to show up on our first date because I'm convinced you're not going to like me because I'm fat.
What the fuck are you Are you trying to make people feel bad because you don't turn up at dates?
I'm a fat girl. I'm going to be scared to walk into like a really aesthetic place like a dermatologist's office.
You're going to be scared to walk into a dermatologist's office because it's so aesthetic. What a very niche thing to say. That is so particular. That I assume you've had a bad experience at a dermatologist's office.
Or hair salon because I think I'm too fat to be there. I'm a fat girl. I'm going to tell the doctor that I go hiking 10 times so that they take my medical condition seriously and give me the medical treatment that I need.
Well, a lot of the time it is because you're fat that you have medical problems. I think we've covered this.
It's a friendly reminder that eating less and exercising more is not a treatment for weight loss.
Here's a fucking reminder for you, lady. Wrong. Wrong. Fucking wrong.
If you have a problem with someone's fat body...
I don't have a problem with anyone's fat body. Let me just be very clear here. I have a problem with you saying that you're healthy or there's nothing you can do to change it. That's what I have a problem with. Or convincing other people to be that way.
Because that's what it is. It's fat. Overspilling it into your seat.
What?
Overspilling it into your seat. That's not the person's problem. Okay?
It's not the fat person's problem that their fat is overspilling into your seat. I disagree.
It's the airline's problem.
Disagree.
Because that's who you're paying your money for.
Great English.
It means they're not an inclusive company.
This is the TikTok account, Chubby Mermaids.
They're not including people of different sizes.
Well, sorry, you can't include everybody, all right? Otherwise, you'd have fucking 14 different size seats on a plane. That's ridiculous. Actually, no, it's not. They have those seats. They're called first class, business class, or fucking the emergency rows, all right? And let me tell you this. Again, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'8". I sit in the emergency rows, all right? Or I sit in business class because I'm fucking huge. All right? I don't sit there and bitch and moan about it. Do something about it.
So if it's affecting you, think how much it's affecting that person.
Don't care.
Now, her response to this was that people should measure their bodies and the seats before they book a flight. Find me a flight that's size inclusive, because I've never heard of it.
I think there's some of those American Air Force planes that they drop like Humvees out of. Maybe one of those would be good.
So perhaps it would be more beneficial, instead of doing fatphobic TikTok videos, to use your thin privilege and mention that to the airline that it's affecting everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to call Qantas. I'm going to call American Airlines. I'm going to call Qatar Airlines and say, hey, bro, I fit in your seats, but fat people don't. You got to change this. Yeah, I'm sure they're going to really take that on board. I'm sure they're going to take that on board. Fuck you. Get in the Humvee flight, all right? That's where you belong.
When was the last time that you had a period?
Ooh.
You don't remember. Okay.
There could be a slight chance I might be pregnant now.
Really? And why do you say that?
I've been craving weird things that I'm not
normally craving.
Yeah.
Okay, let me know in the comment section right now what she's been craving. I'll give you a moment. Please let me know. What do you think this big gal, who may or may not be pregnant, has been craving? That's what I want to know.
And now you crave it.
Like water.
Well, some of it
I'm
could
craving
be
water.
You know, there is something strange about really obese people or really old people. They just don't seem to drink water. Why is that? Starts to feel uncomfortable at the gym with older men ogling me. Hey, I'm very proud of you for being at the gym. That's awesome. Okay, armpit hair to the rescue, works every time. Great that you're at the gym, working hard. That's awesome. Two things, shave your pits, that's gross. Secondly, I guarantee you there's no one ogling you. Sorry, just let's not delve into the fictional world while we're here, shall we?
Oh, this is your reminder to put on that string bikini and rock it like a baddie. Who cares about your stretch marks and how much your tummy jiggles, girl? You look amazing. And our worth is so much more than how we look on the outside. Jump into the pool, jump into the ocean, wear whatever swimwear you want to wear because you look good.
It's all great you can go for a swim, 100%, but it's this lying to people. Like, obviously this girl is morbidly obese and she's sitting there going, hey, put your string bikini on, get out into the pool, you look good, you look great, fuck off. You're lying to people. You are lying, you're selling a lie. You are a charlatan, all right? You are basically getting people to believe something that doesn't exist just for them to feel better about themselves and for you to get followers. That is what I have a problem with. And it doesn't mean she's a bad person. I just think that what she's doing right there is bullshit. Size inclusion in runway shows. I feel inspired. My response to this.
Welcome to my bathroom.
Great to be
Since you
here.
are so concerned about how I wipe my outback area, I figured we'd do a little fatty 101. So yes, I'm in my
Hey, you wipe your outback area? That is offensive to Aboriginal
bathroom.
people.
I'm currently sitting on the toilet. And yeah, your question is
You just done a shit? Is that what you're saying?
slightly valid, so I will give it some attention.
Okay,
But
this
yeah,
is a 4-minute video, so if you need to make a 4-minute video about how you wipe your ass, it's probably not the right way
my
to do it.
size does struggle with wiping their butt.
I bet.
Do I walk around 24/7 with dingleberries? No, I do not.
That's a real shame. A lot of people must have clicked off this video after she gave that bad news.
I have things in my life at my size that assist me in my daily living.
Oh, please, just show us. What is
Years
this?
and years ago, I didn't need one.
Is that a
I
big
was
dilly?
not
What is-
nearly 600 pounds. But when wiping started becoming more of an issue,
Mate, if wiping your ass becomes too difficult because you get too fat, it's time to just put 1 fucking quarter pounder down. Just 1 a day. You'll drop heaps of weight.
at my size, as I grew close to 600 pounds, I remembrand
600
that
pounds.
this was used back in the day.
Fuck, I hope you wash it.
So this is a fanwear brand. It's on Amazon. I'll put it on my Amazon storefront because you know what, like, I know this video is probably gonna get a lot of fucking hate comments, but at the end of the day, if I can help someone
I wash myself with a rag on a stick.
who's
Wipe their
my
ass.
size or bigger, or someone
Like, obviously you still got to wipe your ass, but maybe consider, you know, after you buy that on Amazon, that your focus should be on not being so big that you can't fit your hand around the back of your anus, your giant cavernous anus. And maybe you need to lose some weight. That's just
any
my
size that
thoughts.
struggles with this hygiene task, if I can help them by showing them what I do, then that's the reason I
So what do? You wrap it up. Very nice.
And then this is like spring loaded, so if you spring and you're in the toilet,
Oh, it
this
comes right off.
falls off.
Look at it. Wow.
A to-go one that comes in a
to-go
cute
one
little
on the move.
bag, and it snaps.
Okay, I think you get the point. That's quite enough.
Winter is the perfect season to cuddle, but if it slides in, it slides in.
I would worry that I would slide in completely, like not sexual. I'd worry my entire body would fall in between some of the folds that are happening here. But I will say this. I know that some men do happen to have sexual urges towards rather large and in charge ladies. And much like some women like really fat guys. No, that doesn't happen. That's right. Because men are actually quite repulsive when they're fat. That's not me saying that. That's just ladies. Now, I know ladies will talk about until the ends of the earth how progressive they are and how they don't care about how men look. But if they are this big as this lady, they're probably not going to be overly attractive, right? Am I right in saying that? Probably. But this is why men are such beautiful people. We find women attractive no matter how giant they happen to be. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb, okay? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this lady here, Abby, is glazed. Good on you, Abby. I'm going to go out on a limb and say she has, top comment is, how about you slide into the gym? That's hilarious. Actually, no, I don't find that funny at all. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Abby has an OnlyFans, right? Living life to the fullest, body positive and plus size. Getmylinks.com. Check out my giant pussy. Yep, straight to OnlyFans. I fucking knew it. Yes, the biggest girl shows everything. That's how body positive she is. She is positive that you can pay $3.50 a month and see her fucking camel. Camel is the worst word for a pussy in the world.
Styling my back rolls because I refuse to feel shamed for them. I want to wear this shrug, but
you refuse to feel shame for your back rolls. Why? How important do you think you are? Fucking shut up. Imagine posting a video going, I refuse to feel shame for my back rolls. Like, are you the full fucking quid? Do you have anything to worry about in your actual life? Do you have any actual stresses, things you have to deal with? No, you just wake up in the middle of the day and go, I'm going to make a TikTok and complain about things so that my audience who completely agrees with me and has probably just finished a big meal, they can just sit there and go, oh my God, it's so hard being us. It's so difficult. Shut the fuck up, mate.
Backwards, so that way it has a high neck, but the back is backless. A woman showing her natural body, how scandalous.
No, it's not scandalous. There's nothing scandalous about your natural body, okay? What they're freaking out about is that it's actually like quite off-putting, right? I know this because if I dress like that, I would look at myself and go, what the fuck am I wearing? Dress to your body type, bro. I would look at myself if I wore something like that and think to myself, why am I showing off my folds? This is gross. There are different body types for different types of clothing, right? That's a pretty obvious thing to say. I've seen this lady before, okay? But this is how she dresses. She's got all the stretch marks and stuff and, good on her. Like, wow, you look great there, bro. What are you doing?
Recreating Pinterest outfits, but make it fat. Being plus size can suck in the sense of never seeing your body type represented, period, but especially wearing the outfits you like. And that's why I make these videos, to show you all that you...
I'm sorry, mate. It doesn't look great, okay? And you probably don't think that my fashion looks great, and that's fine too. You're living a life where people are telling you look amazing and you just don't. Like, what is this? Jesus. Good on you. Like, don't get me wrong. I hope you are happy. I just don't think you should push the idea that everyone has to find you beautiful. And if they don't, they're a bad person. That's just not like, it's a bad way to live your life, number one, to rely on other people to make you feel beautiful. Oh, big hairy underarms. That's good, I think, or that's just discoloration. Not sure. I'm going to get off her page. This is just, I don't want to be too mean. Okay, New Year, same baddie. Wow. So this is this whole movement, right? This is this whole like, I am so beautiful in everything that I do. And if you are as big as me, you should dress just like this. And you should not feel ashamed by anyone. And if anyone looks at you and says anything, then they're wrong, you're right, and you should be beautiful, because big girls with style, they harm the patriarchy, and the patriarchy wants to hold you down. And no one's thinking like that. It's not the patriarchy doing that. It's just anyone who is regular and normal and accurate just looks at you and just cares, dude, what are you doing? Stop it. You look so gross. Ooh, ew. Plus size artist and creator, explore below. Why? Okay, when your whole thing is about respect, why is this what you've chosen to have as the thumbnail for this video here, or this, like, why is that, right? You have gone through the video and you've chosen with your finger, you've chosen exactly what you want to show the world. And that's what you've chosen because you know that that will outrage people and get clicks. That's what you live your entire life of. Like this is, you are a part of the outrage culture, right? Oh, sensitive content. Oh, she's got OnlyFans too. Wow, you are so brave. What you're doing is you are exploiting your body so that dudes who find rather huge chicks hot can jerk off over you. Wow, you're so brave. That's unbelievable. I can't believe. Oh, I'm regretting not subbing sooner. Oh my God, fucking fuck off.
I am home. I just got discharged from the hospital.
I bet.
And wanted to tell you guys I am home. I've been there for 8 days. That's why I haven't been recording any videos.
Oh God.
Or anything. So once I start to feeling 100% better, best believe I'll be up in the dance floor dancing.
Boom, shake the room. Okay, at what point is this like a genuine problem with someone's mental state? And what point should, like, obviously we can't step in and start locking them up and keeping food away from them, but if they're going to harm themselves to the point that they're going to die, and this is where all of these plus-size creators are heading into situations like this. There was a young man from Turkey who died just the other week because he was eating these massive mukbang meals and eventually died from, I think it was heart failure or whatever it was. It was something horrible, and he's no longer with us because of the lifestyle that he chose to live. And shit like this harms people. Everything we've seen in today's video leads to this. Like, it's not good. I don't care what spin you put on it or how you blame the patriarchy because of how you're living your life. I don't give a fuck. You are going to end up in an early grave because the way that you get likes and clicks in your existence is by being obese. That's all you've done. The only reason, okay, and this is another big one for a lot of large and in charge content creators to swallow, particularly females, right? The only reason that you are successful in your world right now is because you're fat and a woman. That's the only reason. If you were not a woman, you would not be successful, okay? Because everyone looks at fat men and goes, gross, but including women. So just, deal with that in whatever way you will.
Here are 5 places that I'm not going to in 2025.
Okay.
The weighing scales.
I bet.
Diet Island supermarkets.
I bet.
A Weight Watchers group.
I bet.
High street shops that are not size inclusive.
I bet.
And exercise classes with fat-phobic instructors.
There should be, like, on Instagram and TikTok, there should be a button that you can push that just says, no one gives a fuck. Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Jesus. Owners 2. Model 2003. Weight 300. Fuels pies? Is that pies? Yes. Pros. Listens to commands. Cons. Leaks from 3 places. Leaks from 3 places? What does that mean? Gross. Yeah. Pronouns are OBCD. Okay, that's funny. Okay, so another big girl. OnlyFans. Let me guess. Yep. Definitely. There you go. Premium spicy content. Good shit, babe. Leaks from 3 places. What the fuck does that mean? That's one of those like, oh, hey, it's my first time trying dirty talk. Oh, I'm leaking from 3 places. Quick, plug me up.
3 reasons why I don't recommend Amsterdam as an American plus-size woman. All the doors are insanely narrow.
Imagine not going to a country because you don't fit through the doors.
Making many houses, restaurants, and bakeries inaccessible for the horizontally challenged. All the houses are only accessible through steep stairs. Is this not inconvenient?
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Like, there's less than 10 steps. You're not going to go to Amsterdam's one of the best places in the world. I love it there. You're not going to go there because there's 10 steps. Fuck me.
Why don't they build the doors on ground level?
Because there's fucking water everywhere.
I'm also super annoyed by how skinny all the escalators are in Amsterdam.
Oh my God.
This is just a friendly reminder that it's not your PCOS, it's not your cortisol, and it's not your carbohydrate intolerance that's preventing you from losing weight. It's your elbow. Every time your elbow bends, your fucking mouth opens. Now those things absolutely have an impact on the game, but they do not change the rules of the game, that you need to be in a caloric deficit.
Okay, so this guy who maybe is a fitness guy or something like that on Instagram or TikTok, he's suggesting something outrageous, that it's not cortisol that is causing your body not to burn fat. It's not PCOS or polycystic ovary syndrome, where, you know, the large chicks with the hairy mustaches, those girls. It's not any of that that's causing you not to be able to lose weight. It's actually the fact that you keep eating too much. Now, what I would like to say is sometimes your body will actually hold on to fat a little bit if you are extremely stressed or in a high stress environment, which will boost your cortisol levels, or if you have polycystic ovary syndrome. Maybe your body doesn't want to burn fat as easily as it would if you were nice and relaxed and healthy. But let me ask you this question. Did you develop your PCOS because of your shit diet over a long period of time and you developed insulin resistance? Are you almost diabetic? Is that the reason you developed it? Because most ladies who do happen to have PCOS actually are insulin resistant and are on the way to diabetes. Is that you? Is that the reason? Maybe it is. Maybe you should consider that. Regardless, if you happen to have a shit diet, you are much more likely to have high cortisol levels and have insulin resistance and PCOS. If you do happen to have those things, you may find it difficult to lose weight. But that doesn't mean that you have that to blame. It may be a hurdle that you need to jump over, which will be tough for you, let's be honest. But what it does mean is it may be something you have to deal with. Now, the way to deal with it is to improve your diet.
I'm so fucking sick of gym bros aggressively telling women that they just need to eat less food and be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. Oh, is it so easy just to eat less food, Chad?
Okay, let me say this. It's difficult to eat less food, yes, because food is yummy and we like food and you get rewarded in your brain with little drips of dopamine every time you put a fucking donut in your mouth or any type of food. Just because you're eating more calories doesn't mean that you're eating shit food, okay? Calorie-dense foods can be delicious, can be healthy. Like, okay. Acai bowls. Let's look at acai bowls. Take away the added sugar, acai bowls. Just completely made out of, fruit and shit. Every component of an acai bowl, just look at it. You got bits of fruit, you got coconut, you got bits and bobs. You've even got a fucking wooden spoon in there to save the fucking seals who keep eating plastic spoons because they're dumb. Anyway, you could easily have between 500 and 1,000 calories just in a little breakfast bowl. So if you do that, you're going to be well on your way to eating too many calories for that day. Now, what Old Love's going to say in this video is that some people, some women particularly, the amount of calories they can have during a day without the risk of putting weight on is very minimal. Now, that is just life. If you're 50 kilos or like 100 pounds and you're a lady and that's just your weight, okay, I'm sorry, but you're not going to be able to eat as much food as fucking me, who's 6'8" and 110 kilos. Okay, that's just life. I'm double your size. Deal with it, bitch. And I say that with love.
Well, women with hormonal imbalances like PCOS that don't matter.
That does matter. It does matter that you have that, but it's likely because of insulin resistance.
Have to eat 1,000 calories or less just to be in that same deficit. That is literally not enough food to survive.
No. Going by that logic, if they ate 0 calories, they would not lose weight because of PCOS. Is that right? Is that correct? I don't think that's completely true.
That's why they're not losing weight. It's not because they just lack self-control or aren't working hard enough in the gym. These men literally drink a few less beers a week and have abs the next week and then get on their high horses and tell women that they're just fat, lazy slobs. But that's the internet.
This doesn't prove what you're saying. Just saying, oh, it's not fair doesn't prove it. Life isn't fair, okay? Eat less calories and you'll lose weight. End of story.
Guys will pay me to poo on their chest.
How many clients do you have?
I have like 3 regulars.
Fucking pardon? It's an impressive way to start a video. This just proves a few things. She's gross. Social media is gross. People are too open and that's gross. And dudes are real gross. That's fucking... Who wants to be shat on? Why is that a thing? What has happened to you in your youth where your sexual fantasy is being shit on by a giant person? Let's find out more.
How much per turd?
I'd say like a 200. Sometimes they make me stay over the weekend. I shit on them every time I have to go.
Pretty good cash in a cost of living crisis. You know, you don't want to be just doing those shits at home. You're literally flushing money down the toilet. Like and subscribe.
When I have the runs, like they like to get shit on when I have the runs, like diarrhea. Well, I don't have a problem shitting.
That can't be good for you.
Like on people because I like went to jail, so like you have to shit in front of people when you're in a cell. So
okay, so if you go to jail, you're happy to shit on people. Shout out to all my felons out there. Shout out to all my jailbirds. Is that true?
I went to jail for pepper spraying someone.
Why'd you pepper spray him?
Because she was trying to fight me, and I don't fight because that's ratchet, and I'm like a grown woman.
Is that it? I don't know. It just sort of stopped. But anyway, I've seen another video about this. I should have saved it. Well, I shouldn't have. I don't want that on my phone. Of a lady saying that this guy pays her to stay the night before, and she eats a big meal of like Indian food and then does this. There's some fucked up dudes out there, okay? And when I say this, I mean this with respect, gentlemen. All men are horrible pieces of shit, and just some of us choose to get shat on by chicks who we pay $200 to do it. There is not a shower made hot enough to fucking clean that off. Gross. Oh, I know this lady. I know who she is. This is a lady. She has a page called Fatinize and Kaleidoscope News. She's very, just listen to her. You'll understand. Here she is being upset about people using a filter on Snapchat or TikTok or something that makes you look larger.
So there is a new trend on TikTok, and it is where people are sharing photos of themselves with a chubby filter. This is where we're at in 2025.
This is where we're at in 2025. People are looking fatter in photos.
I am so sick of having this conversation again and again.
You fucking
Why is
zook.
it do you people
Shut up.
fear fatness so damn much?
What do you mean, you people?
Okay? Why is my body, my weight, my size
people
up
just
for
having a laugh,
conversation
babe. Chill
all
out.
the time? Why is it your greatest nightmare to look like me?
Shut up.
Why is fatness deemed to be the worst thing?
Because you make it your entire personality. Everything about you is about your weight. That is why people bring it up, because you bring it up first. If you never talked about it, we'd probably all be nice and polite and kind and not talk about it. But no, your page is called Fatinize. What do you think we're going to talk about, mate?
Anyone could ever possibly be. I am getting so sick of this and the blatant anti-fatness in today's society. It is... it's so hurtful.
My whole problem with any of these people is that they constantly project how wonderful it is to be obese and you should stay that way, and that is not a healthy way to live. That is all I'm saying. I'm not calling anyone a fat pedo or anything like that. That's not what I'm saying. Just try and just drop some kegs. That's all we're saying. Okay, we've got a copyright fucking music there, so we're going to turn that off. But this is a lady, this is a trend, right, where people tell you things and they go, this, and this. All right, so anti-fatness is rooted in anti-blackness. Anti-fatness is rooted in anti-blackness. And guess what the third one says? Anti-fatness is rooted in anti-blackness. What this person here is saying as they go, this, is that you really need to learn that the only reason that anyone is fat phobic at all is because people don't like black people. Yes, that's right. It's racism, not just people don't like seeing other people out there flaunt the fact. And this is the thing. We must remember this. This isn't attacking fat people who are obese. We are attacking people who are promoting obesity, okay? Remember that. That is very important, and I need to preface that shit before I make these videos. Even though it is obviously clear, I really should say that. But this is I'm a Shantis who's saying, and I don't know if that's your name. I'm a Shantis. Is that your fucking name? A licensed therapist. You Ashantis Jones. That's a terrible name. This is your reminder that anti-fat bias is rooted in anti-blackness, and you can argue with someone else about how you disagree, or you can open Fearing the Black Body by Dr. Sabrina Strings. Well, fucking... I was going to say that you can have that on Patreon. This whole thing is ridiculous. It has nothing to do with the color of your skin. What are you suggesting? That being skinny or fit or smaller than giant people is a white culture thing? Is that what you're trying to get across here? Because for me, that sounds fucking ridiculous, mate. Absolutely ridiculous.
You will have to go through me.
You'll have to go.
You can't erase us.
What is this? Okay. So obviously we have a larger trans couple, I think. And this is their page. It's called That One Couple Who Walks. Interesting. Now, I've seen these guys before. Marilyn and Maddie, wife duo sharing love life. Beautiful. Good stuff. Maddie is trans, we're queer. Oh, so the lady is a lady. Sorry. They are followed by some very interesting people. I would like to show you who they're followed by right now. And that is Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan follows that couple who walks, so I love that. Okay, so these guys just film content with them walking. I think that's what they do. Anyway, you'll have to go through me. You can't erase us. I don't want to be an absolute dick, but I agree with the top comment with 15,000 likes. No one's getting through that. That's you need some bunker busting sort of surface to air missile to get through that fucking fupa. Okay, we got a lady with... What? Sheen? Is that real? Is that a real thing? Oh my God, we can't play the music because it's copyright, but I hate fat hoes is a t-shirt. I wonder if this is actually a t-shirt. There's a lot of them. AliExpress, Redbubble's got them. Amazon seems to have them too. I hate fat hoes. You can get that in pink. You can also get it in women's plus size. A 6X pink I hate fat hoes t-shirt is what I think we all need, to be frank. Is that anti-blackness to say that you hate fat hoes? Why does it have to be a black t-shirt? That's what I'm asking Sheen. Oh my good God, ladies and... fuck me dead. Okay, obviously I have to blur this out. I can show it on Patreon, but BBW Cleo Lynn X Reels. So this is just like a day in the life vlog of a big, I'm going to go out on a limb and say they might have some XY chromosomes. Oh, they're coming back for more. That is horrific. Okay, so what they're doing basically is exposing their box and dice in their... and they're going back for more, getting more shit out. This is what people post on the fucking internet. Okay, so what is this person doing? When I struggle with housework, I try to remind myself of how badly I wanted to be where I am now. Where are you now? Okay, I need to look into... This is more just bending over. Or maybe it is a woman. I don't know. Plus size model, fat liberation, taken, ADHD, generalized anxiety disorder, MDD, don't know what that is, and borderline personality disorder. Fucking got everything. This is what it feels like to be 30. They're playing music again. I can't play it. It feels crazy to be 30. Listen, good on ya and stuff, but this is fucking... Okay, so this is just a person that just jams himself on the internet, right? So they've got an OnlyFans, obviously. That's what I'm gonna... Yeah. OnlyFans. If we go on Twitter, I bet there's complete... This account doesn't exist on Twitter anymore. Wow. Maybe it was taken down because it went against the... it went against human decency. I need like a fucking to get the taste out of my mouth there. That was... okay, what do we got here? Propaganda not to fall for. This is another great trend that's happening at the moment. People are putting up all the things they're not falling for. Okay, so this person's not falling for health as a moral accomplishment. Although it is difficult to obtain really good health, so maybe you should be proud of that. Body size is an indicator of health. Usually it's got something to do with it. The BMI, okay, the BMI is not perfect, but it is usually a good idea. It's a good general sort of understanding of whether or not you're extremely unhealthy or slightly healthy. Calories in versus calories out. Yeah, that's something not to fall for. Dickhead. Thermodynamics doesn't work for everybody, apparently. Before and after photos. Yeah, okay. Weight release. I don't know what that is. Losing weight and then shaming fat people. Oh, interesting. Glorifying obesity. She's not falling for that propaganda, okay? Whatever that means. No excuses. Yeah, that's propaganda. People telling you there's no excuses. It sounds like your entire life is fucking excuses. Fatness as a personal failure. Ladies and gentlemen, this post would have been liked by so many people, and so many people would have fallen into this trap, and this is why I have an issue with this entire movement. Is you are trapping people. You are keeping people held. Like, it's like you're taking people down with you, like you're drowning and you're bringing people down with you. It is negative, it is not good, and it is definitely not healthy, and it's going to end your life at an earlier point than it should. And that is bad. That is awful. No one should have their life ended because of an illness that they can prevent. It's the same with people who are like, if someone was going out there and saying, hey, listen, I smoke 20 cigarettes a day, but I'm not falling for this propaganda that it causes cancer. Well, maybe you should. And maybe you shouldn't encourage other people to think that way. That's ridiculous.
Sometimes I go months without shaving, and I'm not ashamed of that.
You fucking should be. Oh, no.
Oh, natural, babe.
There's nothing natural
All
about
natural.
that. That's a real goddamn shame, and let me tell you that.
I like how I have crusty mascara on one eye.
This is what you're posting?
I'm gross and I'm not afraid to admit it.
What is this person thinking? She looks like she is itchy, like there is yeast. I can hear the yeast in the background of this video here. I know you can hear that ambient noise. It sounds like just regular background noise. No, that is yeast having a party because they are happy because there is so much fucking sugar to feed on that's just dripping off this lake. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. Point being, and this is what's crazy, is without that body hair, she's actually like really, really fit. She's got a six-pack, but as soon as you grow body hair, you look like a disgusting, horrible... I don't mean that. Well, no, she's not great, but maybe I do mean it. Who knows? All jokes. Let's read her caption. Having body hair is completely natural and normal. Yes, it is. It's also gross on ladies. Not everyone likes it. Correct. And that's the beauty in having the freedom to make your own choices. Yes, you absolutely. But I also have the freedom to say whatever the fuck I want about it. I do it sometimes because it's what I want to do. Okay, we get it. You're not doing it for men. You're not doing anything for men.
I'm gross and I'm not afraid to admit it.
I'm gross and I'm not afraid to admit it. What are you doing? Oh, so she's lost 44 pounds? Well done, love. That's awesome. Eating what I want with a calorie deficit and exercise. So you're not eating what you want. You're controlling it to some extent. She looks like she's having fun. That's great. I had to cut out about 4 things I said then. So, sorry. Okay. We've got a long one here to read, not a big one. I probably shouldn't eat today. I'm already too big. So this is her inner thoughts. Okay, let's see what she has to say. Too big. Your brain needs 300 calories a day to think. Your pants are unbuttoned. I know what you're going to say through this whole video. You're going to go through and talk about all the calories that your body needs just to live every single day. Here's the great thing about the human body. When we eat too many calories, we store those calories for later. Did you know that? Did you know that they are there for when you need them? On days where you have to think a lot? Maybe you burn 400 calories. Maybe you read a tough book. You know where we store those calories? We store them as fat. And I'm not putting shit on you here, lady, but you have a lot of thinking to do. Just saying. So yeah, so to eat, and then your lungs need 200 calories to breathe. So we better eat some more. And then 500, hang on, go back. What was that? 500 calories a day. Hang on a second. Your bones need 13 calories a day just to exist. Okay. And 100 calories a day just to see. 400 calories to keep you... I don't know. What does that add up to? How many calories is that a day? Producer Connor, please, add them up. I'm going to call bullshit on a lot of that. If anyone's a bit of an exercise scientist, please let me know. The fact of the matter remains, though, lady, is you are overweight. You have calories to burn. Consider burning them. This is Michelle Julia Talagalala. It's a strange thing how being in a bigger body, no, you're not in a bigger body. You are a bigger body, you fuck. Makes people feel obliged to tell you that you don't deserve to eat. No, you do deserve to eat. Definitely. You just need to make better choices and eat less. But let this be your reminder. No matter your size, your body needs fuel. Agreed to an extent. There are very many stories, though, of people who are basically fast for a very long time and they keep up their vitamins and keep in contact with their doctor. And I'm not suggesting anyone do this, obviously. Don't do this, in fact. Do not do it. But people have been able to just live off their body fat, which is really, really great. And apparently it's a good way to lose weight. I don't know. I would never do that. And you shouldn't either. But apparently some people have. So interesting, right? This isn't the hashtags that she uses, self-love and self-care. This is abusing your body. And you're looking for people's pity to make you feel okay about it. And that's just a bit sad. But of course she is, and if you go through her Instagram, this is just another one of these people that makes content about being large, and that's how she's developed a following. And that's what she will continue to do.
It'll all work out. It's only politics. What is
Okay,
that
hang
got
on.
to do?
When you mention how the rise of weight loss is a symptom of fascism to your friend who goes to Slimming World, what the fuck does all that mean? I posted this the other day on an app a couple of days ago, and oof, the people missed the points. Let me clarify. Weight loss is not fascist. When you mention how weight loss is a symptom of fascism. Okay, but weight loss is not fascism. We're all paying attention. But the cult-like movement is a symptom of rampant conservative values. Then what is your cult a part of? What is it a symptom of? Answer me that. She goes on to talk about this guy, Ashton Hall, when he's running and moving around. But what she's really interested in is how eating disorder weight loss is technically an alt-right pipeline for women. This idea of clean beauty, clean health, and a clean body is Eugenics 101. White, able-bodied straight women who are not eating properly and telling you they are eating properly. Fuck me dead. This is the most, like, you are just such a weak person if you think like this. You are, that is crazy. No, this is not straight white women who are fit eating less than they should. Okay, don't get me wrong. Obviously, some models out there and stuff, they're eating way too few calories. But a lot of ladies out there who are looking quite fit and looking healthy are eating just the right amount of calories. Or perhaps they're in a cutting stage and you've missed out on their growth stage where they looked a little bit bigger or a tiny bit bigger. Maybe they're eating extra 200 calories a day to try and put on a bit of muscle. Because that's what you should be doing, right? If you're trying to put on size, you should be eating maybe 200-300 calories more a day, not 500, 600, 700, 800 fucking calories extra per day. That will get you to a point where you have too much body fat. This is why I have and still have these love handles, if you want to call them that, these big fucking childbearing hips of mine. Because I was a fat kid, right? Growing up, I have all these fat cells right there on my hips. And so even when I was at my leanest, I got down to about 94 kilos, probably about 3 or 4, 5, 6 years ago now, probably actually. And I don't know if I would have been 13 or 14% body fat, but I still had these love handles. So this is what happens to your body. It expands. The fat cells expand and makes it harder. So the bigger you get, the harder it is going to be for you to get smaller, to look healthy, to be healthy. Don't fall for this shit. It's lies. It is bullshit. She finishes her post with, do you think the weight loss movement has gotten out of hand? No, but whatever this fucking movement is that you're a part of is way out of hand. Okay, another one with fucking copyright music. Fat's not a bad word. You are worthy. You are accepted. That is absolutely fantastic to see. Very brave, very good, wonderful, fantastic. Congratulations, lady. I guarantee you this person got that shot. There was no one there and then left. Like, mate, as someone who has been very big before, that is not a comfortable position to be in. You don't want to be in that position. These are people who are lying. And if you are one of these people who doesn't get caught up in this, what people are calling the alt-right pipeline, which is in reality, some people go down the bad path, but most of the people that get caught up in this alt-right pipeline are just, they're not alt-right at all. They just turn into better people. Like, it's getting to a point where what people like really fucking left-leaning, progressive, woke people would consider alt-right is where you want to be. That's how far the political spectrum has changed. It's dramatic. Me running errands with a fat girl just exists. I know all of these have been fat ladies, but there are very few fat men posting these videos. I just like to say that, okay? I'm not just being a prick. This is just reality. Driving to lunch, okay? And she's going to have lunch. She's eating lunch. Why do people do these fucking vlogs? She's had some of her lunch. Now she's having a stop. What the fuck am I watching? Her name's Sass and Cellulite. Fuck off, Sass. Bread. Too much bread. Listen. If you're overweight, this is not medical advice. Just go on a keto diet. It's not hard. How does this get clicks? Has this person got a following? 260,000 followers. Okay, what do you post? There's got to be some... What the heck? How the heck do you start? So you're tired of hating your body, but it's all you've ever known. What to do now? Sass and Cellulite. Change your relationship with your body. This is how I move my body this week. Okay, she's not huge. Let me say that. And look, she's training. That's awesome. Okay, cool. I'll shut the fuck up. Good on you, love. That's all. That's great. Good on fucking you. Okay, I'll move swiftly onwards. Well done. Clap, clap. Okay, I'm a size 16, but in my mind, I'm a size 10. Okay, no one cares. At least you're at the gym. Good on you.
I pee on myself 15 times a day.
Why?
Do you wear a diaper?
I guess she's got a giant fucking thing happening.
No, because...
I don't like them to fit us.
I don't want the guy to touch my butt and feel a
Hang
diaper.
on. I was going to say something about the diaper, and then she started talking about a guy who wanted to touch her.
To touch my butt and feel a diaper.
Jesus, fucking Jesus. I don't even know what to say after that. I'm fucking gobsmacked. Let's move on.
Guys, help me decide who's going to be my next victim. Strawberry shortcake, vanilla,
Who's going to be my next
butter
victim? I'll tell you who's going to be the next victim. All of them. And you, probably. The heart attack's coming, babe, unfortunately. It's very sad, but it's coming. And I tell you what, this is another example of people who make content just for people to be angry at them in the comment section. Like, why would you want to live like that? That doesn't seem fun. That doesn't seem enjoyable. What do you get from that? At least when I make a video or whatever, people in the comments are like, oh, I agree with you or I disagree and here's why. If you just are some big fat lady with fucking metal sticking out of your face and you walk into a cake shop and go, I'm going to eat all these fucking cakes. And then everyone in the comment section is like, why are you so fat? You eat cakes. What type of life is that? Where is the enjoyment there? This video actually reminds me of the Cheesecake Factory in America. When I was on my honeymoon with my wife, obviously, it was at the Cheesecake Factory. They have all the calories listed on the menu, and that is terrible because you want to get all these nice things, but it says, oh, this pasta's 4,000 calories. You're like, well, I can't have that. Even though I'm on my honeymoon, I can't have that. It's fucked up. Don't do it, Cheesecake Factory. Cut it out. Fat shaming.
This is just a friendly reminder that it's not your PCOS, it's not your cortisol, and it's not your carbohydrate intolerance that's preventing you from losing weight. It's your elbow. Every time your elbow bends, your mouth opens. Now, those things absolutely have an impact on the game, but they do not change the rules of the game.
Okay, so this guy's absolutely fucking nailed it. A lot of people use a lot of excuses, particularly ladies. I'm sorry. The PCOS is one of the biggest excuses that larger women use as to why they can't lose weight. PCOS is almost directly, in most cases, linked to your diet. Your insulin resistance is fucking smashed. You spike in your glycogen levels every 5 seconds. That's why you have PCOS. As for cortisol, I know that's like the flavor of the month right now. Everyone's talking about cortisol. Your cortisol levels just go up and down. It's a stress hormone. Obviously, if you've got a very stressful life, it's probably staying higher more than other people, and that's not a great thing, but also maybe we're putting too much emphasis on cortisol. I don't know why people get in these rhythms of saying the same thing over and over again. Like when it was COVID, it was trust the science, and then it was do the right thing, and then when it was the war, it's free Palestine, everyone's saying that. Then it's free Ukraine, everyone's saying that. People just get in these habits of saying the exact same thing over and over again, and at the moment, it's all about cortisol. But this lady right here in this video, I imagine she's going to disagree with this guy. So let's hear what she has to say.
I'm so fucking sick of gym bros aggressively telling women that they just need to eat less food and be in a calorie deficit to lose weight.
She's sick of hearing male PTs and fitness experts gaslighting women into thinking they're just eating too much or not working hard enough. Okay, why does his sex matter? Love, that's what I'll ask first. And secondly, calories in, calories out, that's all it comes down to. I'm sorry. Like, don't get me wrong, some of your hormones may play a role, okay? But if you don't eat for a couple of days, okay, not suggesting you do that, you will be lighter than you were those days earlier, right? Why? Because you're burning more than you're putting in. Calories in, calories out.
Telling women that they just need to eat less food and be in a calorie deficit to lose weight. Oh, is it so easy just to eat less food, Chad? Easy for you to say, well, you're sitting there in a deficit eating over 2,000 calories, while women with hormonal imbalances like PCOS that don't matter have to eat 1,000 calories or less just to be in that same deficit.
How do they get those hormonal imbalances? And here's another thing. Their doctors should be addressing those issues, but they're not. If you have hormone issues as a woman, you just go into the doctor and they go, oh, there's nothing we can do about it. That's bullshit, and that should change. But if you can change your diet, if you can sort that out, if you can unfuck the way that your body responds to simple sugars and simple carbohydrates, then perhaps your problems with hormones would go away.
That is literally not enough food to survive. That's why they're not losing weight. It's not because they just lack self-control or aren't working hard enough in the gym.
It depends on your size. That is literally not enough to survive, depending on who you are. If you're a smaller person, you can eat less calories, right? Obviously, someone like me, I'm 6'8", 110 kilos. I eat more calories than my wife. She's like half my size. She's obviously going to eat less. Like that's just too bad. All right. If you want to eat more calories, I don't know, be a man and be bigger and get over it.
These men literally drink a few less beers a week and have abs the next week.
Dudes aren't just having a couple less beers a week and then having abs the next week. Maybe some are, but all those guys got there a very particular way, and they're just dieting hard and exercising hard.
And then get on their high horses and tell women that they're just fat, lazy slobs, but that's the internet for you.
And what I probably should have said earlier, if you have calculated your calorie deficit that you need is 1,000 calories, then you've done it wrong. Unless you're very small, unless you're like 40 kilos, like, come on, mate. There's no way their total daily energy expenditure is 1,000 calories. There's no way.
Here are 5 places that I'm not going to in 2025.
Ooh, where are you not
the
going?
weighing scales.
Okay.
The Diet Island supermarket.
That's a shame.
A Weight Watchers group.
I probably could have guessed that.
High street shops that are not size inclusive.
No one cares.
And exercise classes with fat-phobic instructors.
Why do people think anyone gives a fuck what they think on the internet? Shut up. Shut the fuck up. Oh, I wanted to talk about this lady. I want to play you a video of what a lot of people were talking a lot of shit about. And this lady's name is Chloe Holiday. And Chloe Holiday. She is aspiring to be a bodybuilder. Now, here's some of the videos that she's put up. Here she is. This is like a couple of weeks out from her competition. Obviously, she's training very hard. You know, she's 17 weeks up, 17 weeks out, leg days. She's posting all this type of stuff, and she was about to compete, and people were very, very mean about her. And I tell you what, here she is at the competition, and people were being pretty horrible about her because obviously she doesn't look like your regular bodybuilder, but she fucking trained so hard. So I want to take this opportunity to really give a shout out to that particular woman because she trained hard, might not have the most incredible body of all time, and who the fuck does, but at least she gave it her all. And I hope next time she keeps training, she does better. Maybe it looks a bit ridiculous at a bodybuilding show that you have someone who probably shouldn't be there yet, but at least she's in the gym and she's not saying, hey, look at me, I deserve, respect and all this type of shit. She's not. She's just pumping fucking iron, and I can get behind that. So good on you, Chloe. But maybe give it a couple of years before you enter again. I don't think bodybuilding shows are for people who just started training, all right? That's just not how it works. That's like thinking you can fight and then going straight to the UFC. That's not how it works. Stop comparing your adult body to your teenage self. Geez, somebody's really grown up. Moving on. Not fat, but not skinny. I don't want to be a dick. Like, good on you for being at the gym and stuff, but you would be obese. Like, that's just being honest. You are obese. I'm sorry, you have a very high body. Holy dooly, I'm 21 and 400 pounds, describing in one word. I can let you all do that in the comment section right now. Thank you very much. Okay, intermittent fasting is glorified calorie restriction. Keto is a treatment for epilepsy in children. Pizza tastes better than skinny feels. Creamer in your coffee won't make you fat. You need to shut the fuck up, you weak. This is everything that every man should not want to be. A man laden with excuses, looking for the easy way out, the path of least resistance, and fuck that shit. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it. I thought I'd do a longer video today and really squeeze in some of the fattier cuts from the last couple of weeks of Fat TikTok. I hope you're doing well out there wherever you are. Be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Music stinks. Toodaloo au revoir. Bye-bye.